Thank you, Susan. It's great to be here today at the launch of the Roadmap to 6G, building the foundation for North American leadership in 6G and beyond. My name is Andre Fuich, and in addition to leading AT&T Labs, I also have the honor of serving as co-lead of the NextG Alliance full member group. We're here today because the journey to the next decade has begun. We are lighting the path to 6G, and with the NextG Alliance, leading companies in the information and communications technology industry are joining forces with government and academia to put North America at the forefront of technology leadership for the next decade. We are very optimistic that North America will lead in 6G innovation and development. Now, although 5G technology has just begun delivering a revolutionary array of advanced applications for consumers, businesses, and governments, it's not too early to prepare for what comes next in this technological journey. As we think about the path to 6G, it's important to look at our ongoing efforts in unlocking the full potential of 5G. Like every generation before, we can draw from experiences and lessons learned from current technology as we build the next. And as with previous wireless generations, 5G is providing higher speeds and capacities, but is also opening opportunities to do so much more. From autonomous vehicles, private networks and businesses, medical devices and connected ambulances, AR, VR, and immersive experiences in gaming and communication, 5G is delivering experiences that are more vivid, dynamic, and interactive, all with lower latency and more capacity. We are well on our way to realizing many of the promises of 5G. Reaching its full potential will be spurred by ongoing collaboration and innovation. Over the last several years, we've built and continue to improve our network and technology that millions of Americans and industry rely on. The transition to 5G networks is bringing fast speeds, low latency, and mass connectivity will supercharge the changes already happening. Now, let me just share with you a few examples. We're seeing 5G solutions on factory floors to support autonomous production lines. At Ford Motor Company's historic Dearborn manufacturing facility, AT&T is providing highly secure next-generation 5G cellular connectivity to help build the new all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning pickup truck. As another example, working with the government sector, Industry 4.0 technologies like AI and IoT can help manufacturers maximize safety and asset utilization through location tracking and condition monitoring. We've completed the first milestone toward proving the capabilities of a 5G network solution to enable smart warehousing applications for the Department of Defense Coronado Naval Base in San Diego, with data throughput speeds greater than 4 gigabits per second and less than 10 milliseconds of latency, using 5G spectrum and a private 5G core and radio access network. While this is a decade of 5G deployments, it will also be a decade of creating 6G. We are mapping out the path to the next G as a member of the NextG Alliance and through ongoing research and collaboration. For example, we supported the launch of the University of Texas at Austin's 6G Research Center, along with Samsung and Qualcomm. We're looking at advanced sensing, location, machine learning technologies while utilizing terahertz spectrum capabilities. With each generation of wireless technology, adoption gets more complex and challenging. If history is any indicator, technology will likely continue to progress into another phase of the ITU-defined standard, likely in the 2030 timeframe. As we look ahead, 6G represents an even greater opportunity to extend wireless solutions into almost every facet of human and machine interaction. So let's take a closer look at that vision and the opportunity of 6G. The vision for 6G goes well beyond just more bandwidth, less latency, additional spectrum, and greater reliability. All of these will be foundational, but 6G will harness new cognitive, predictive, contextual, societal, and economic opportunities to deliver a yet to be imagined level of user experience. To understand what 6G may offer, we must first understand where current 5G technology falls short and what new technological advances are on the horizon. This vision will drive a variety of possible use cases that require a more radical step, a new generation of wireless and network technology. Here are some trends that we're expecting. It is likely that 6G will push the spectrum envelope into the terahertz range, enabling throughputs up to 100 times that of 5G. These terahertz bands are anticipated for 6G must coexist with the technology in lower frequency bands. We will also continue to see a trend towards the softwareization and disaggregation of network elements into more granular microservices that can be spun up on the fly and operate relatively independently. Beyond 5G networks, there will likely be extreme edge or edge-centric applications across the network. There are multiple advancing technology trends in the hardware, compute, and storage space that have a huge impact on how we develop the supporting software systems. And also, currently 5G systems have already caught the interest of many more specialized vertical industry sectors. So as we think about the path to 6G, it's important to look at our ongoing efforts in unlocking the full potential of 5G. Like every generation before, we can draw from experiences and lessons learned in building the next. AT&T is honored to be a founding member of the NextG Alliance, where we serve with many great partners in the various technology and policy groups. A vision should not be a compendium of all possible use cases. In the context of the NextG Alliance, the vision represents a holistic view of the 6G marketplace and the surrounding environment. Of course, we will look at technology developments that will advance 6G, but equally important, what will the application environment look like? How will we gain greater spectrum efficiency and make spectrum available to drive 6G applications? And how will we generate energy efficiencies? And also, what societal and economic drivers will exist in this time frame? Now let's consider the 6G roadmap. A roadmap connects the present vision to the future vision. It also defines key developments and milestones along the journey to the next decade. That means we should be considering R&D, but also incentivizing manufacturing, establishing high-level standards and goals, enabling market readiness, and achieving 6G market realization. From there, we need to translate all of these factors into an actionable strategy that encompasses policies, funding priorities, and government actions that incentivize the market. As we evolve 5G and move towards the next G, I can't emphasize the importance of opening up more spectrum for industries to better handle the ongoing surge in demand. America's airwaves power our mobile connectivity. In order for mobile broadband networks to keep up with this increasing demand, it is critical that spectrum allocation is managed in smart and effective ways. American leadership in the 5G and the next G economy depends in part on smart spectrum policy, with a sharp focus on building a strong and competitive ecosystem in mid-band allocations, where wide bands can be coupled with capabilities such as edge computing and network slicing to allow 5G and next G to act as catalysts for transforming industries and economies. We recognize and commend the government for making spectrum policy a priority. Great things happen in incremental steps, and we'll continue building on today's technology and capabilities to better serve our customers. I think we can all agree that it is truly an exciting time for our industry. Today, we will learn about the major steps that the industry, government, and academia should take to ensure a North American wireless technology leadership for the next decade and beyond. So with that, I want to thank you for your time today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of our session.